Alright. Here you go, guys. It's how to speedrun Minecraft block game. Let's go. Yeep. Alright. We're gonna play some Minecraft today. Mostly just gonna be playing some Skywars. After this round, I'm gonna put up my broadcast setup. Okay, kinda did that on purpose, but I'm gonna check my broadcasting setup. Alright. Some typical Minecraft PvP. Somebody already. That was stupid play. Watch in 1080p, please. Wow, that's That's like close. Pew! Alright. Please don't leave if you don't like the quality. Just swap to 1080p. Okay, well, thanks. Very helpful. I don't know why my description is a bunch of actually, that's okay. Oops, I almost did that. That was supposed to be a stupid play. Alrighty then. Actually, you know what? Instead of sticking around at mid, no, I'm gonna be smart and rotate. Here's this guy. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna wait for a third-party opportunity because that's. I have so many arrows. Okay, here he is. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. No, we gotta. Okay, run. Oh my god. You know how I did that? And now. Alright, these guys, okay. Look, here he is, here he is. He's gonna come, he's gonna come. He fell. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. It's time. No! How? This guy took no knockback. That guy took no knockback at all whatsoever. He took no knockback. Like, he just sat there, taking no knockback like it shouldn't exist. Come on, can somebody, at least one person, just watch my stream? I have never been rated. I don't know what rating is. Please don't. Oh, this is, I'm screwed. Alright. Please tell me to fall off. Okay, both the people next to me have, how was there a solar fish right there? I've only had 2 chests. Can you move? Is there anything in there that's gonna help me? How about this? Is gonna sneak up? Hey. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the other guy's gonna try to sneak up. Come out here. The hacker! Yes! What? Who are you? What? That guy just heavy sauce out of nowhere. Those guys were teaming. He just jumps from the sky like nothing just happened. I can't even, like, I don't want to move because there ain't anything. Okay, I'm just gonna fight this guy. You're literally kidding me. I have the worst luck ever. No one has worse luck. That's the stupidest thing ever. How does that even happen? I'm gonna get put in a 10 IQ video and everybody's gonna hate me. Oh, this guy's 10 IQ for not hitting a block clutch. Who are you and why do you think you should be in my house? Where did his helmet go? Just deleted his helmet before it even came here. Okay, so this guy. I'm not gonna team up. You're literally hacking. This guy is just going freaking using a pickaxe and he just hits people off without no knockback needed. Takes knockback and gets pushed up against something else, and then he doesn't even strafe or W tap. There's now nothing I can do except for rush. That's a hacker! It's a freaking hacker! Just a hacker! Literally bridges over while I'm going to mid. Can I just go to mid? I just want to go to mid. I wonder if I'm going to be able to go to mid this time. Finally! These are not somebody falling from the sky or going out of nowhere with blatant reach hacks. It's a frog. It's a frog. Oh. Oh, hey! Hey! What? How? Literally the only reason I get killed is because of third partying or somebody is hacking. That's like... I can't get into a real fight without somebody following up behind thinking they're so good because they third party. It's not a 200 IQ plays, but that's what people think. Apparently a TNT jump is a 200 IQ play. And then a double TNT jump is a 2000 IQ play. How does that even make any sense in any logical way? All they're doing is doing a block clutch or a water save. That's just skill. That's not an IQ play. It's not that they have a high IQ. This guy thinks he has high IQ because I'm trying to get into. Look at that guy! He did third parties! There's nothing else they can do! They can't do anything. The only thing they can do is third party. I swear the only thing they can do is third party. That's the only reason anybody wins any fight against me. And I can prove it in duels. Me 1v1ing somebody legit. Like if we have the same armor, then I have a higher chance of winning than somebody just falling from the sky. Or like, look at this guy, this boomer. He's funny for. That'll probably get put in a 1000 IQ play. The video. Look at you. I saw your bow. You don't think you can trick me? It's not a 1000 IQ play. It's a boomer move. Like just a little water save isn't a 1000 IQ play. That is not a 1000 IQ play. But apparently, if you do that enough times to get to the people, to get to the point where people think you're good because of that, is a boomer move. It's kind of stupid. Have you seen gamers react? They put up videos of people who they think are doing like 1000 IQ plays when they really aren't. All they're doing is like either water saving or like that. 1000 IQ play is where somebody makes a smart attack or has a way of figuring out something, thinking in a smart way. It's not a water save. A water save is just timing. It's not 1000 IQ. And wow, like what is that? A skeleton fights me, and then this guy jumps in like it's entirely his skill. That's not a 1000 IQ play. It's not even a 1000 IQ play. That's just a boomer move. That's just something a boomer would do. Everybody thinks, oh, a water save is a 1000 IQ play. A block clutch is a 1000 IQ play. This isn't 1000 IQ, and I don't have 1000 IQ, so I know that. And I'm not even that smart. Literally, a dumb person who plays Minecraft and has enough skill can do that. It's not something that you need a high. It's not something that you need to be smart to do. It's just something you can do if you learn it. It's not something you're supposed to do. That wasn't a 1000 IQ play for me. That wasn't even a 1000 IQ play for me. That's just something I did, and it was involving skill. And that guy had, well, skill, so that's why he killed me. I'm not saying that the only reason people kill me are third party, but that's the main reason I get killed in the Scout Wars. You're not supposed to see somebody fighting and jump over to that fight and kill both of them. That's not a 1000 IQ play. That's a boomer move. That's something a boomer who thinks he's good would do. This guy isn't making a boomer move. He's just bridging, and a god bridging or ninja bridging. That's not a 1000 IQ play. I don't know what people mean by that. Look at that guy. He just decides to kill me. And when I was at low health, you kill me when I was vulnerable. That's not in a 1,000 IQ play. That's what everybody says, and it's annoying. It's like, oh, 1,000 IQ, you're so smart. Oh my gosh, you're so smart for doing a water clutch. Doesn't that sound bad? Like, hey, I did a water clutch. I'm so smart. If you're trying to make quality content, you don't just make something up about something that somebody did. You just make it to the point where it's a good play, not an 1,000 IQ play. That wasn't 1,000 IQ. That guy just knew what he was doing. He didn't, not breaking a block under a person is a 1,000 IQ play. That's just something you can do if you're good. Who said it was an 1,000 IQ play? Like, if you're killing an AFK person because you want the kill, and then after that you think you're good, you're a boomer. And look at this guy. He's trying to fight me, which isn't that's not a 1,000 IQ. Oh, he killed you. He's 1,000 IQ. That's how people act on those types of videos, but that's not how it works. It's like, I'm just like, I'm educating. Ben educates. Here, let me give you an example. I'm going to try to do a high IQ play, and I'll show you if it's a high IQ play or not. If it isn't, then it isn't. Alright? I'm not saying I'm going to do this like it's going to be 1,000 IQ. Alright? It might be like a 10 IQ play where I'm super dumb. Those are actually pretty normal. I get why you'd say that something is like a bad play. I get that. I get what you mean by that. But I don't get what you mean by the 1,000 IQ plays. Because most of them are just either a water clutch or some sort of clutch. That's not 1,000 IQ. That's the thing. I know I've said a lot of things about boomers in this video, in this stream. But honestly, if you think third-partying somebody and thinking if you want to be put on a video and you just decide to water clutch as much as you can, then you're a boomer. Because that's something a boomer would do. Look, oh, I'm so good. Gamers React would say that's an 1,000 IQ play. That's basically how they're interpreting it. An 1,000 IQ play wouldn't be a clutch like that. That's not even a clutch. That would be considered an 1,000 IQ play because, oh, he didn't die because he did that. That's not a 1,000 IQ play. It has to be a certain way that they're doing it to make it a 1,000 IQ play. And it's most of the time, it's like not 1,000 IQ would be like a perfect move. Like, they're over-exaggerating it. I know they're taking it as a joke, but when you say 1,000 IQ, you don't mean it's a double TNT jump. Like, they take 10 IQ as somebody completely missing a block. Look, I get that. I get why they'd say that. I understand the 10 IQ ones, but the 1,000 IQ ones don't make sense for me. Because apparently, if you miss a block clutch, that's 10 IQ. That isn't 10. That's not even something a dumb person would do. That's something a normal person would do. Alright, and I just blew up a TNT. That's not 1,000 IQ either. That's just me blowing up a piece of TNT, alright? There isn't a difference between, basically, when it comes to Gamers React, there isn't a difference between 1,000 IQ and 100 and 200 IQ. There really isn't, because they're probably as smart as each other. They're just trying to make a cool play for show, and that's okay. But if you're doing that just to become on a 10,000 IQ video, then you're a boomer. Now, if you're making like a joke about it, but if you're just water clutching a bunch and thinking you're gonna be putting a 1000 IQ video, and you are the person who made that 1000 IQ video, and whoever the person who did that to be in it is a boomer. Because that just makes you, like, once you get put in those videos, that makes everybody want to watch you and think, yeah, hey, I'm so good. And everybody puts stream 1000 IQ plays. He doesn't make 1000 IQ plays, but he makes smart decisions. It's not a play, it's a decision. You're not going to do something and call it a play. A play is you making a move on something. It's not you making a decision. You making a decision is a decision. It's a smart decision. Like, do I want to go over here? Do I want to fight them? That's not 1000 IQ. That's just you making a decision. Do I want to attack him or do I not want to attack him? Like, it's as clear as day. Look at that. I killed that guy. That wasn't a 10,000 IQ play or a smart decision. I just killed somebody. Alright? There isn't a difference. Okay, look. He set down a skeleton to knock me off. That's a smart decision. Do I want to place a skeleton or do I not want to place a skeleton? Do I want to place a skeleton? Okay, that was kind of a dumb move. That was a 10 IQ play for me. But I'm not doing this to be in a 1000 IQ video. I'm not doing this video to be in a 1000 IQ video. Obviously not. I don't want to be in one of those videos because if I'd be put as a 10 IQ because I'm pretty dumb. But I'm not saying I have an inflated ego and think I'm better than everybody. That's not what I mean. Look at this guy. He's a blue Dream skin. He's a boomer. He's a freaking fanboy of Dream and thinks that if he wears a Dream skin, he's so good. And I know. Alright, I've learned a lot, and don't criticize me, but I wear a green skin, look. I wear derpy green skin, like fruit berries and Dream. That's just my preferences. Fruit berries didn't follow Dream to wear a doofy green skin. Dream made that decision because it was his icon. He thought that would be good for him, alright? There's nothing else I can do about it. That's the thing he wanted to do, and he's stuck with it. There's nothing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to change it either. Like, that wasn't a 1000 IQ either. I just killed somebody. It isn't a difference. There isn't a difference. Alright, just because I killed them doesn't mean I'm a freaking 1000 IQ gamer momenter. I don't know. No, alright, all I did was kill them. That's it. That's the only thing I did, and that's final. I don't know, I didn't do anything else. I didn't try to become a 1000 IQ video, and I didn't, that would have been called a 1000 IQ play if that was in a Gamers React video, and I don't want to be in a 1000 IQ play video because I think those are dumb. In my personal opinion, I think that 1000 IQ play videos are pretty stupid. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's a boomer because he thought that was going to be funny while another person, they were both shooting me at the same time, and then that guy decided to come in. He made a smart decision. That wasn't the boomer move. I didn't mean to say that, but he made a smart decision. He didn't make a stupid move, nor an 1000 IQ play. He didn't do anything wrong. He just made a decision and stuck with it. Look, that guy, I mean, that was a pretty dumb play. But you know, He's not doing it to be in a Gamers React video. And everybody's going to be like, oh, you're going to get instant karma from that. I saw it in all the videos. If you say something bad about somebody, you're obviously going to be put in, like, an instant karma video if you get something bad happening to you. But that's just not how it works. You're put in those videos. You're put in those videos because the creator thinks that that's an 1,000 IQ play. They think that's like the smartest play ever. Like somebody dumb wouldn't do that. That's what their expression is trying to make. But most of the time, those expressions can be bogus expressions, like pretty dumb expressions. Look at this guy. Look, I'm trying to battle, and look, he beat me, alright? There's nothing I can do about that.